Very good evening once again to everyone. There's a much awaiting event for today, MSME Town Hall, direct interaction with experts. My dear friends, all the bankers are going to be on the stage. You can ask them various questions, doubts, grievances, appreciations, everything you can ask them and get the good solutions from them. This town hall, MSME Town Hall, will be moderated by a man with a vision, man with a mission, and man with an action. He is MSME Sardara, MSME Ratna, MSME Savyasachi, Mentors of Mentor, and also Rajyotsava awardee from Karnataka government. A CA who knows bank and banking products better than the bankers. Nani Palkiwala of Karnataka for organizing union budget sessions every year in Mangalore. He is also a person who has helped more than 50,000 MSMEs. He is none other than, can anyone guess the name? One and only CASS Nayak. And we have CA Gururaj Acharya, Independent Director from Karnataka Bank. I call upon CA Yashaswini to introduce him.
I take this privilege to introduce CA Gururaj Acharya sir to the audience today. He hails from the temple town of Udupi, brought up in the iron city of Bellary and now settled in this knowledge city of Bengaluru. He has been a rank holder throughout his academics, being a first rank holder in BCom, the 10th rank in CA Final, 3rd rank in ICWAI. He is presently the director on the board of directors of Karnataka Bank and also the chairman of the audit committee of the board. He was also on the board of State Bank of Mysore, was a member of the Karnataka State Level Audit Advisory Board, and has been a resource person for various topics on accounting standards, auditing standards, corporate tax and tax audit. And today, we have this eminent personality, a stalwart in the banking sector, to give us all the insights about how MSMEs can grow and develop. I request you to kindly come over to the desk, sir.
We have Mahesha J, DGM East Region Bangalore Union Bank of India. Mr. Malla Reddy, AGM and MLP Head Union Bank of India, Bangalore East Region. Mr. Hitendra Kumar, AGM MSME Hub, Canara Bank, Central Bangalore. We have V. Mohan, MSME Processing Hub Head, Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank.
From SVC Bank, Mr. Anup Shenai and Shanta Prasad, AGM, please come. And from Saraswat Bank, anyone is there? Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Today, we are very happy that all bankers are here. Let us give a big round of applause to them. It is very difficult to meet them. They are always in meeting. But we are very proud that they have come to our meeting today, and you should make use of their expertise, their knowledge, and they will showcase their various products and what bonanza is available for MSMEs sector from banks. See, even if central government announces any schemes or if they announce any incentives, even state government or RBI, all those schemes can be implemented only with the active support of bankers. Let us give a big round of applause to bankers. Even during COVID times, they stood by all the MSME entrepreneurs with the GCL 1, GCL 2, GCL 3 on very soft terms, without seeing your balance sheet, without seeing your face, only on the basis of all SMA 1 accounts also they have funded. So that is the greatness of Indian banking industry. In spite of all these, we are very proud that banking sector is registering excellent growth, both in terms of their business as well as reduction in NPA. So even we are all aware, RBI has also given 2 lakhs plus crores dividend to government of India also. So through the arm of bank, government is reaching the unreached. May it be in agricultural sector, may it be in MSME sector, may it be for small business, may it be by way of education loans, transport operators, educational institutions, educational loans, home loans, realty, what not. If your balance sheet is good, if your background is good, sky is the limit. Okay? Bankers now, recently, our finance minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, has announced up to 100 crores term loan under MSME sector. Let us give a big round of applause without collateral security. Now it is time to introduce one by one CAK Gururaja Acharya. He is my own fraternity. He is a chartered accountant. He is Guru Raja Acharya, most genius chartered accountant, and he is representing Karnataka Bank. He is in the board of Karnataka Bank as independent director. He is the genius director in the genius board of Karnataka Bank. Sir, on behalf of our program, we invite you for this wonderful MSME Town Hall. We have with us always charming, smiling, pleasing personality, towering personality, Mahesha J, DGM and Regional Head, Union Bank of India, Bangalore East Region. Day before yesterday, they celebrated Union Bank of India's 106th Foundation Day. Good people to bank with is your theme. You are also welcome to this program. And on behalf of SVC Bank, Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank, even though it is a cooperative bank, it is a scheduled cooperative bank, lowest NPA in banking industry, a bank which helps entrepreneurs by way of their specialized products. They are a friend in need is a friend indeed. SVC Bank, Mr. Shanta Prasad, AGM of SVC Bank, Bengaluru, and Mr. Anup Shenai from SVC Bank, Bengaluru, both are here. Then we cannot do anything without we are together. So, together we can is the slogan of Canara Bank. Earlier they used to growing to serve, I am serving to grow. Now both they are doing with together we can. And on behalf of all the participants, sir, we are inviting to Mr. Hitendra Kumar, MSME expert from Bangalore Circle, and wish you happy Founders Day on November 19th. I am proud that I have taken education loan from Canara Bank and I am grateful to the bank forever. We have Mr. Mohan and MSME processing head at Bangalore, representing Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank. It is a vibrant bank in Tamil Nadu, but still they have spread their wings in Karnataka also, because Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, even though in Kaveri we may quarrel, but we are brothers only. So the bank, which has supported numerous MSME entrepreneurs across India, and their tagline is one step ahead. Correct, no? If You are one step ahead, they are two steps ahead. If you are ahead, they are one step ahead. All are welcome to this show. Now, preliminary introduction. For everybody's body, healthy body, blood supply is very important. Like that, for any business, flow of finance or money is very important. Without proper flow of finance or financial planning, no enterprise can succeed. There is a saying in Chanakya Niti, Vitte nahinam purusham tyajanti dharascha putrascha sahodarascha samvittavantam punareva yanti vittam hi loke purushasya bandhu. That means, Vitte nahinam purusham tyajanti. If you don't have money, everybody will reject you. But if you don't have money, bankers will welcome you if you have potential to grow. Dharascha putrascha sahodarascha. May it be wife, may it be children, or may it be your sibling or relatives. Samvittavantam punareva yanti. That means once you get money or if you win lottery, then definitely everybody is your friend, everybody is your relative. That's why who is your close relative? Vittam loke purushasya bandhuhu. That means money is everything. They are your close relatives. So we have here people with money. They are here to give away their money, but not easily, but on their terms and conditions. Let us talk one by one. I am distributing first question paper. Based on this question paper, we will go ahead. I have given the question paper now because if I share these questions earlier, they will tell I am very busy, I can't attend. Okay. Now, let us start from CAK Gururaj Acharya. So, any question paper if you give, you will always score rank because he is a throughout rank holder in CA, ICW, everywhere. So, now also he will definitely, I know that he will hit all 4s and 6s for all the questions. Sir, on behalf of this entire fraternity, MSME fraternity, what is this MSME ecosystem in India and how banking ecosystem in India supporting MSMEs? Both the questions combined, 5 marks. Can you answer?
Good evening to all of you. It's such a privilege to be sitting amidst the stalwarts of the bankers and led by a very good friend of mine and a person who takes MSME, the problems and the solutions so closely to his heart, and I call him as the MSME Nayak. Nayak, a great job done by you as usual. Having said that, I was amazed to see this wonderful infrastructure. I had been to Boston just to see Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the MIT, 4 months back, and I would say that is nothing. This is an awesome. And I have to tell you, Manipal Institute, I come from Udupi, and Manipal was a mountain, a God-forsaken hill. Namma tayiyoru ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, it's a God-forsaken ಬೆಟ್ಟ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಸುಗಳನ್ನು ಮೇಲಿಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. They were allowing the cattle to just breed there. And that particular place has now become, if I take my children there, they would say, I will shun Bangalore and go to Manipal. Now, having said that, now if I show them this place, that's why Nayak was very clear that I should get my son here. I am thankful that I didn't get him. If I got him here, maybe he would have said I would have given up CA and be doing something here in MAHE. Now, why did I tell you all this? This particular TMA Pai, who started this particular institute, started with a micro idea, a great vision, and a tremendous amount of integrity. I think what is required for micro, small, and medium enterprise is all this. A tremendous amount of idea. And I always tell this, in a micro, small, and medium enterprise, in any industry, what is most important? We have production, we have marketing, we have finance. Which is most important? Which is most important? And to cut things short, I know it's a panel discussion, I would like to say that finance and production infrastructure is important, but they are always costs to the company. What is most important is marketing. Marketing marketing backed by innovation. Peter F. Drucker went on to say it is marketing and innovation which actually propels the industry. So we have to be, if at all we need to grow as from micro to small to medium to large, I think what is important is innovation. Having said that, Nayak has posed me a question as to what is the micro, small and medium enterprises ecosystem in India. In India, we have an MSME Act. Long back, 2003, it was enacted, but it got power, I think, recently. It has been getting power recently. Now, a couple of changes, 550, 250. I always use the concept of 550, 250. 5 crores turnover, 50 crores turnover, 250 crores turnover. No? If you are 5 crores, you are micro, up to 5 crores. If you are 50 crores, you are small. And if up to 250 crores, you are medium. Anything beyond 250 crores, you become large. At the same time, 20% of that limit, 5 ka 20% is 1 crore, 50 is 20% is 10 crores, and 250 crores, 20% is 50 crores. So 1 crore, 10 crores, and 50 crores investment in plant and machinery. In fact, they have brought in two concepts, turnover plus investment in plant and machinery. And they went to the extent of saying it is not the investment, but the return on value of the plant and machinery as per the income tax block. These two criteria determine whether you are a micro, small and medium enterprise. Now, having said that, they have excluded within the turnover the export turnover. This is very good. In fact, a lot of our customers, that is one of the fear that the micro and small industries have. In fact, Canara Lighting is one of the awardees today. I'm so happy to see them. The lightings were all put up by them, and I am associated with that particular company. In fact, the promoter went on to say, boss, this year my turnover is going to breach 50 crores. Will I cease to be a micro and small enterprise? You know, then I had to tell him, what is your export turnover? My export turnover is about 12 crores. And they have exported to China. I mean, that's the best part. You know, anybody in exporting, we always say a person who exports out of India has to be patted on his back.
One
and
second.
if somebody...
All participants, one request, don't be confused while clapping. Let us get clap, no sounds. Still more. Exporting to China is not a joke. Okay.
Now, exporting to any country, any developed country is not a joke. And that too, exporting to China, Macau is, I think, the cream of it, showing our best part.
So it is like exporting to China is like selling sand in Saudi Arabia and refrigerators in Eskimos.
Absolutely. So it is like that. So the point I'm trying to say is you can grow through innovation. And sometimes we should not stop. Just because my turnover is going to cross 50, if I say that to be within the micro and small, I'm going to curtail myself. A lot of people used to do that. Excise duty limit was 1 crore. I don't want to cross 1 crore. That is a very, very small thinking. Grow and grow. That should be the mantra. That should be the mantra. So all that I can tell you is there are a lot of benefits to micro, small and medium enterprises. Bankers, in the ecosystem bankers, they said we have been given a target of 7.5% of our total A and BC advances has to be lent to micro and small enterprise. And if we don't lend to them, we will have to keep it in a very low-cost RIDF fund and suffer. There is a disincentive for not lending to MSMEs. So having also said this, income tax, and maybe I don't know whether I should cover income tax now.
We will cover next time.
Okay, I will cover it later. There are a lot of benefits in income tax also to the MSEs.
We will talk. Now, let us come to our Canara Bank. Together we can, because Founders Day, they are yet to celebrate on 19th and Union Bank of India celebrated on 14th. Now, how banks support first generation entrepreneurs? Mr. Hitendra Kumar. What are your schemes for first generation entrepreneurs?
A very good evening to all. Sir, as you asked your question, how Canara Bank is helping first generation entrepreneurs, we are having a bunch of areas of program. As our previous speaker, Gopinath Rao was speaking, telling about PMEGP and PM Stand Up India, the government initiative. We are following all the government initiatives. We are having our separate startup program where we have a schematic program for Canara Start, in name of Canara Startup. We are funding the startups up to a limit of 10 crores who are registered with DPIIT, and collateral will not be issue. As I was going through many questions, sir have charted out, the collaterals and schematic lending have been one of the questions. In Canara Startup, we are funding with collateral and covering CGSME also. Since it is up to 10 crores presently, it will be, if we are going to up to 10 crore, it will be under hybrid model only. But as I said, I charted out 3 schemes, but it's not that up to only 3 schemes we are limited to first generation entrepreneur. If any first generation entrepreneur comes, we are having our own team. I am Hitendra Kumar, who is heading MSME Sulabh, the MSME vertical for Canara Bank. Apart from that, we are having a project appraisal group. Any customer who comes in the first gen and having any project, based on the delegations, based on the schemes, we are processing ourselves, we are doing all assessment of limits, or in higher limits, more than 10 crores for a new customers, or more than 20 crores for existing customers. If they are coming, we are doing a project appraisal, and we are passing out all the benefits. One of your question, I will try to answer that also, because it covers this. Many of the customers says, sir, हिंदी आप स्कीम के अंदर करते हैं. It's not that. Schematic lending is given only for the benefit wherein we are tailoring a product, so that all the benefit of schemes which have been put in the product in the bouquet of the table can be given to you. If you are coming with a product, we are coming with a loan which is not falling in the schematic, we can tailor it. One of the more questions which is not here, that MSME per se, MSME is in India which cannot be defined. It's not that you can go in one trend in assessment of any of MSME. Each MSME has got a different trend of assessment, different trend of working, different trend of cycle. So we tend to understand, along with you, you ask questions to you only, what are you doing, how are you doing, how you are processing, what is your gestation. And based on that, we are making an assessment, we are processing. So I'll put a question onto dais if anyone has got on to ask in this matter, that we are having a bunch of arrays of products with us. Apart from that, if it is not listed in all my products, or Union Bond product, or SPV, or TMB, or any PSBs, all are doing very good. And particularly, I will like to say that as Naik sir was quoting just a few days ago, we had a MSME outreach program under the aegis of Ministry of Finance and Ministry of MSME, which was here in Bangalore. So we are doing cluster pan-India. We are having MSME clusters pan-India. We are having dedicated one district, one program cluster pan-India. So all our customers are welcome to visit any of our MSME Sulabh, any of our offices. We are ready to help you. Thank you.
Okay. Now, recently, Mahesha J. Happy Founders Day to you. 116th Founders Day you have celebrated. You are good people to good bankers. There is always saying, good banker understands financials, whereas great bankers understands customers. Here we have all great bankers on the stage. Now, your Union Bank of India, your Shakti is Nari Shakti. Your stall also shows what is your Shakti. Your stall is one of the most beautiful stalls I have seen in the MSME.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you. Nari Shakti is your Shakti. And you all may be surprised. Such a product in any bank I have seen first of its kind. Mr. Hitendra, you can inform your MD also to just look into, because your earlier ED is the MD of Union Bank of India. Now he will explain about what is Nari Shakti scheme. How many ladies are here? Can you raise your hands? Okay. He will tell about what is Nari Shakti, and please listen.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks to Mr. S.S. Naik for giving me this opportunity. And Gururaj sir also is there, and all senior bankers are there. Good evening to everyone. You all know, just now S.S. Naik sir said that our bank is headed by A. Manimekalai, who is a lady, And right now, she's the only lady MD and CEO of banking in India. And with her vision, this Nari Shakti scheme has been implemented in our Union Bank of India. So beauty of this scheme is, I'd like to narrate a simple story or an possibility. So for example, sir said that you should have innovative ideas. Innovation and ideas are most important. Then finance will come. So any Nari who is having an idea, implementable idea, and from that idea you think that I can make a return and I can also pay to the bank, then we are having this scheme Nari Shakti. The simplicity is that normally Nari, she may not be having any seed fund. See, main thing is to start a business, whenever we go to any banker, we will say that you have to put your share of funds. So what is your share of funds? We always ask at least minimum 25% your share of funds. Here in Nari Shakti, your share of funds is only 5%. So margin is only 5%. And I would say you can start this, if you have an idea, implementable idea, you can start your business with zero investment also. A simple thing is Nari, they are very passionate towards the gold. So if you have a gold chain worth maybe 100 grams, today you are getting around 5,000 rupees per gram gold loan. So you take gold loan of 5 lakh rupees and you can start a business of 1 crore. Because for 1 crore, margin is only 5%. So that is the beauty of the scheme, and rate of interest is all very competitive. It can be covered under CGT MSE without any collateral. We can do it, and thanks to Government of India, because they have come out with this CGT MSE schemes. And here the maximum cap, it can go up to 10 crores. So sky is the limit for all the Naris. Please utilize this scheme, and thanks to our MD Manimekalai for her vision for making women empowerment. Thank you.
Now, Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, you are the MSME processing hub head in Bengaluru, Mr. Mohan. You also have a lot of customer base in Tamil Nadu. In Bangalore also, it is the extended arm of Tamil Nadu only, and Hosur is on the border of our Bengaluru also. Can you just highlight what are all the flagship schemes in Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank you have?
Good evening to all. I have attended a lot of MSME campaigns, and we have conducted a lot of conclaves in Tamil Nadu, means in Coimbatore and Madras. In that manner, I have attended this also. While entering this hall and the arrangements, I really like Guru Raja Saraswat told. It's an unique and in a very professional way they have conducted this conclave. Thank you, Mrs. S.S. Naik, sir. This way of presentation also have that how we have to work like this in a professional way. We have to change our mindset also. This professional way of conducting the conclave or anything campaign is a very nice way. As far as our Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank is concerned, is established in 1921, having 103 years young bank.
Sir, MSME schemes?
Yes, we are having.
Legacy will, we know all of you. MSME schemes you
we are having a unique product of TMB GST scheme. Means
GSB?
GST.
Oh, GST.
The GST. For GST registered clients, that we are offering the 25% of the GST turnover, last 12 months turnover. The mandatory thing is party has to be registered with GST, and it should have a minimum of 12 months turnover. So the minimum loan amount is from 10 lakhs and the maximum loan amount is 2 crores. Another one is a unique scheme is TMB EC credit. This is also a unique scheme with GST registration and ODM registration mandatory. That EC credit is we should have, the borrower should have a minimum of 12 months of business transaction, means 1 year of audited financial should have the borrower has a minimum 12 months of audited, 12 months business operations. So the minimum loan amount is 50 lakhs and maximum loan amount of 10 crores. That MSME credit is having all the, apart from this GST and TMB EC credit, we are having this TMB MSME credit, and that it covers all the borrowers, right from loan amount of rupees 50,000 to maximum of 25 crores for a single borrower, and a group exposure of 50 crores. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you. As I already mentioned, SVC Cooperative Bank, even though it is a cooperative, it is a scheduled bank with the lowest NPA. I am surprised how you can manage such a with the lowest NPA and you are supporting customers even in MSME is also sector, and you have that OD scheme, no? That is property, that turnover, that is 1/3 of the turnover with the property. This, can you just explain what are your flagship schemes?
First of all, thank you. Thanks a lot for giving us this opportunity to be a part of this MSME Conclave. I'll just take half a minute to introduce our bank. Our bank is Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank. It has been renamed as SVC Cooperative Bank now. We are 119 years old. We were formed in 1906. And we are a multi-state scheduled cooperative bank. We come under the second schedule of RBI over in the cooperative banking sector. With regards to our NPA percentage, which SS Naik sir said, we are having a gross NPA level of 2.68% as on date. Net we can actually say 0, but then we are showing 1.7. With regards to our bread and butter for 119 years.
Bread for MSME entrepreneurs, butter for the bankers. Correct, no? Is it correct? Okay, bread for MSME entrepreneur and butter for the bankers.
Mutually beneficial.
Yes.
So, we have schematic products as well as non-schematic products, and the time period taken for sanctioning, I mean, when a MSME entrepreneur comes to us, usually there are only 3 things asked. One is time, the rate of interest, and how fast he can avail it, what facilities we can give. So these 3 things, if we answer, the things can go forward. And we have a time limit of almost max to max 30 days time when right from submission to disbursement. Your processing, your inspection, sanction, documentation and disbursal, we look at a maximum limit of 30 days. It can happen even before that. We have working capital facilities, that is your cash credit, your overdraft schemes.
Even though generally bankers give up to 20%, you have a scheme called specialized 1/3 of the turnover.
We have a ODAP limit, that is the overdraft against property.
How much percentage of property?
We give up to 70% of the value of the property, 1/3 of the sales turnover. Either 70% or 1/3 of the sales turnover,
Projected
whichever
or
is
actual?
less.
Projected or actual?
Actual.
Actual, not projected.
Not projected. Going forward, when they achieve that, because we are plugging the gap, the present gap is being plugged. When they achieve those turnovers, we can enhance those limits. And we have another product called asset finance scheme. Usually, see, a businessman, they want money. They don't understand labeling of products called working capital, term loan, this, that, nothing. They want money. They take the money, they, for example, they use working capital for purchase of machinery and all that. And what happens is the short-term funds are used for long-term thing. At that point of time, we give them something called as a asset finance loan, which is a loan against the existing assets which have been created by that entrepreneur. We fund that asset and bring back the liquidity back into the system. We correct the current ratio. So we have that product also.
Up to 15 years also you give turnover.
Yes, up to 15.
That is the excellent thing. Okay. Mr. Mahesh, now everything digitized now. What are all the digital initiatives in your bank, especially in loan products? Can you just highlight? Mudra, I think everything digitized.
Yeah.
Okay.
We, Union Bank, investing a lot in digital banking rather in technology. Right now, up to 50 lakhs through STP, we call MSME STP, straight through process. That means through app only you can get the finance. Like what it will do is we have to upload all the details like your KYC details and
That
also your
99
GST
minutes
turnover.
scheme is there?
PSB 59.
A 59-minute scheme.
Right now, we are not so much keen on that because
it
now
is there.
it is there.
Always.
It is there, 59.
Within 59 minutes, love happens, not marriage. Okay, they give only in principle
Only in
sanction.
principle sanction.
But actual marriage will happen after going to beach,
Yes.
restaurant here, there, that paper, then we'll get.
This MSME STP is improvised version of PSB 59, where in MSME STP what we are doing is we are having a direct connect with the GST portal wherein we'll get the GST turnover details, and through that, and we also having direct system will connect to CIBIL and take the CIBIL data, and if everything is right, that means there is no default, everything through AI, it will automatically assess the limits, what is the eligible limits, and you can get a sanction up to 50 lakhs, in my opinion, in less than 1 hour. And even the documentation will happen on the mobile through the app itself. So that is the beauty of this MSME STP straight through process, and shortly we'll be increasing this amount to 1 crore also. So this is from under MSME. Okay.
Now, CAK Gururaja Acharya. Now, see, all customers expect lot of things from banks. But bankers also have expectations from customers. That is financial discipline. So now today, award ceremony, we are giving 28 achievers award on the basis of 10 parameters. That 10 parameters I will not tell now. At the time of award ceremony, we will tell. So how to maintain this financial discipline by customer. Being a chartered accountant on one side, another side on banker side. Can you just brief about financial discipline? What are all the timely things they have to do? Otherwise, this will get spoiled.
Sure. Thanks. I remember doing a program for the 100th episode of Business Tonic with you, where I talked about the 10 commandments for business. No, I would probably put up the 10 commandments for business. That could sum up the financial discipline that a businessman requires. First of all, like what Dhirubhai Ambani said, respect other people's money more than yours. Because please understand, as bankers, we are giving others money and giving it to you. And when I give the money to the customer as a loan, if he celebrates that he has got a loan from a bank, I would say that is not the right approach. He should celebrate the day he repays the loan, not the day he gets the loan. So that's point number one. Point number two is ensure that all the sanctioned terms are properly read and complied with, because that could be the root cause of all concerns. And also we would tell the customers to read the sanction terms or agree to the sanction terms before the sanction itself. Today we have something called the key fact statement, which Reserve Bank of India has mandated the banks to discuss and tell to the clients that we should discuss and sign it off. I mean, they should not be taken by surprise. So once it is signed off by the customer, by the borrower, he should ensure that he complies with every aspect of it. Certain minor things like if he has borrowed for a machinery and he has actually bought a site, that could be leading to diversion of funds. So the third
It
point...
is not possible. You are doing direct release to the machinery dealer.
Sometimes.
Working capital can be
No,
diverted.
agreed. Even the machineries, sometimes what happens is...
Working capital, they can be diverted.
No, we have seen a lot of cases where the machines, although have given it to a particular person, they have an arrangement where they take it back and things like that.
That are all coming under
Frauds. No, I'm just trying to tell that there should be no element of discrepancy between the sanction term and the actual. The third important point is diversion. Now, diversion is of three types. I always talk about diversion of short-term funds for long-term purposes, diversion of the money out of business, like what you mentioned about the working capital, and the most important diversion is the focus. The promoter should actually be focused on his particular job.
Big cars, big bungalows.
Absolutely. I mean, if he is borrowing money,
Bankers love big car loans and big housing loans.
provided he has got the ability to repay. I mean, I would always put it like that. Then under promise and over deliver. Now we always see this particular problem like what my friend said. They are giving 20% of the turnover according to Nayak. It's very interesting to note. We have a Nayak committee recommendation where he said 20% of the turnover is what has to be given. But then I'm happy that Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank is giving 33%. Well, that is probably SS Nayak's recommendation. Maybe that could be the point. The point is...
My recommendation and your accommodation.
No, what I'm trying to say is always under promise and over deliver. I mean, that is the borrowers I always keep telling. If you are thinking that you are going to do 50 crores, you tell the banker that I'm going to do 40 and do 55. Then maybe the banker will be able to support you better and trust you better. The most important point is never confuse cash for profits and profits for cash. The moment we see cash, especially in hotel businesses, we always see this. The moment we see the cash, I think that is a profit and put into the pocket. That is a money which I have to pay to my supplier or a banker or my employees. Please don't confuse. Your profits will never be in the form of cash.
Submission of stock statement on time.
I'm coming to that. Then compliance first and business next. Ensure that you comply with all the statutory requirements. Any of the statutory requirements not complied can be visible to the banker. Today, we have got a 360-degree profile where any non-compliance of income tax or GST will all be noticed. Then pay taxes promptly. Most of the small customers, the biggest problem is they think that tax is a burden. In fact, for a banker, if more and more taxes, in fact, Karnataka Bank, where I represent, also has a product like what TNB has, where we give on the GST paid, for the whole year, whatever GST is paid, 25% of that is given as a loan across without collaterals. So that is an incentive. Pay taxes and consider taxes as a cost of your growth. And provide your financial statements to the bankers on time. Now, biggest
You have
problem.
displayed good banking habits here.
Fantastic. I mean, I'm giving good and better banking also, in a way. So we always say deal with compliant parties. Not only you should be compliant, you should also be dealing with compliant parties. Submit stock statements. This is what Naik was mentioning. Submit stock statements on time. Ensure that whatever is told in the stock statement is the actual. Otherwise, we can know it sooner or later. And then, very importantly, you please note that whatever I do gets noticed in the banking system, what we call it as CIBIL. If you have defaulted somewhere, you will be caught through the CIBIL route. I think that is what you are talking about. CIBIL score is the most important score for a borrower. And you may think that I am new to the bank, he will not know. But the moment I put your PAN and Aadhaar, your profiling is known to the bank.
That is the CC camera.
I mean, you are in a 360-degree camera. Like in income tax, we say, you may not know your income. By virtue of your TDS and credit card swipes and so many other numbers, the income tax department knows what all your expenses you have actually done, what are incomes you have actually earned. So please ensure that, and final advice, because there are two chartered accountants here, the last advice to the borrower is have a very good consultant. Have a very good chartered accountant who can probably advise you. Also have a very good banker, because sometimes if you are dealing with a banker who is very conservative, that also will stop your growth. Have maybe multiple banks. In fact, that is what another suggestion I keep telling to my customers. Having only one bank can sometimes lead to a problem, because if the bank is not allowing you to grow, you should have a second banker to probably help you out. But in short, I think it is your financial discipline which will really matter, and whatever is there, show it in your finances. Let there be not number 1 account, number 2 account, Krishna Kata and Rama Kata. Everything should be accounted, and that is the way to grow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now, Mr. Hitendra Kumar, you have been you day-to-day basis, you come across lot of proposals, good proposal, promoter is good, collateral is good. Due to some sins in the past, because of civil issues, you will not be able to consider. What are the problems, civil issues generally customers are facing and how it can be resolved? Solution also you have to suggest. Can you just throw light on it?
Thank you, sir. Answering your question first, continuing from what Gururaj sir,
Yeah.
Gururaj sir told, financial discipline is very important. Paying your loans in time is very important. Because ultimately, when it comes to question to CIBIL and how CIBIL issues are there, how it will be resolved, the first problem is being created only because of financial discipline, not managing your cash flow. If you are having a loan repayment, term loan repayment, you have to manage on the due date itself or prior to the due date itself. Because earlier there was long before there was a concept, okay, 90 दिन में NPA होता है, 90 days NPA, and you will pay in the 90th day. But now your default comes from day one. Day one, your account is overdue, your CIBIL score is deteriorating. So for MSMEs, CMR score is very important. And if you are having a derogatory CMR score,
Above CMR 5, you don't normally fund.
above CMR 5, we start seeing whether we should fund it or not. If you're a new customer, why to fund it? Existing customers, though we give relaxations, but above that, we think not to fund it. But directly coming to your question, sir, that how to rectify CIBIL score. See, when we go to individual CIBIL, we check individual CIBIL also, we check consumer CIBIL also, we take other CICs also as per our bank's MSME policy based on the loan quantum you are asking for. But I will tell you my experience. Nearly 60% of my rejections are only on CIBIL score.
How to improve this CIBIL score?
So CIBIL score, you have to, when you are having a commercial CIBIL, first of all tell you commercial CIBIL, how to that. You have to maintain your payment schedule. When you find that you are having a CMR 8, CMR 9, immediately you have to understand that last 6-7 months you have delayed in your repayment. First thing you need to do, first of all, completely clear all your overdues. Now start prepaying your loan a day in advance. That's the only way you can improve your CMR score. Now, in many cases, you will find that CIBIL is showing some loans which are not pertaining to you. In other CICs, it's not coming. Maybe because of algorithm, some of the loans which are not pertaining to you has come to you. Now, you have to go to mycibil.com. You go to mycibil.com, you can register yourself. CIBIL has got only one platform. You cannot call CIBIL that this loan is being reflected. Please, I need a number, I can call CIBIL and get it rectified. If any dispute is there, you have to take, if suppose any loan is shown in your name which you have repaid, you are having a bank NOC, you are having all documents with you, register, go and raise a dispute at mycibil.com. Their TAT is very good, they are responding within 7 days. They will come back to you, they will go to the bank, get it rectified if anything is there on lag-in reporting from the banks. Okay. Similarly, in many other cases where a loan is not pertaining to you, they will help you out in getting it sorted out. But in many cases, when we come to individual CIBIL, what sin you told,
we will discuss individual CIBIL later.
Yes. Okay.
Now, Mr.
Naik, I just wanted to add only one point. What also needs to be added, I think he mentioned that today bankers are looking not only into NPA but also something called SMA, special mention accounts. SMA 0, 1 and 2 is also being monitored in CIBIL. So what happens is, if I think that 90 days, everybody knows that within 90 days I have to clear. So there were customers who used to do, on the 90th day they used to update it. Now please understand, if you are delaying by 0 to 30 days or 30 to 60 days and 60 to 90 days, it is called a special mention account 0, 1 and 2. That will also be captured in the customer profile and affect the CIBIL rating. So that's what he mentioned, pay ahead of time, not a day later.
Okay. Mr. Anup Shene, now it is your time. Date of commencement of commercial operations. This is a lot of burning issues for customers while extending or sanctioning project loans. What should be the ideal initial repayment holiday they should ask? And what is DCCO? That is date of commencement of commercial operations. And as per the banking norms, how many times this can be extended? Can you just throw light on it?
Good evening. Normally in case of project loans, what happens is the customer or the company says that it is a specific kind of a thing. I'll complete the project in 3 months and 6 months, 3 months or 6 months time of time. But they will not be having any buffer. So it should be as there was one more question as to what are the expectation of customer from the bankers and the bankers from the customers. So
No, sorry.
I'm
You
merging
answer
them.
only for this
I'm merging
because now
both.
time is short.
Okay, sorry.
Time is very short.
Yeah, sure.
2 minutes question now. Sorry,
So-
2 marks questions.
2 marks question. Thank you. So we normally give the time frame as to what 3 months ahead of if they want to compare the project in 6 months. We ideally give a 3 months extra moratorium period. So that, and we also
That
keep
means
a
6
cushion.
months, 2 extensions.
Extension for normal it is 6 months. For real estate it will be one year.
Okay. So now big project loan up to 2 years is possible. But one problem is there now. If we make DCCO extension, additional 5% provisioning bank has to do as per RBI norms. So your rate of interest may increase. That's why while taking any term loan, you see the calculate that as per your PERT chart you have to do, CPM PERT. That means how many months it will take, plus extra 6 months for taking some, 6 month time for, because if you sell the product today, you cannot generate income today. It will take time. That is better it seems. Correct, no?
Yeah. So I just wanted to add, Nayak, that NPAs can be on account of financial reasons or non-financial reasons. So financial reason is what we mentioned, within 90 days, if it is not paid, it becomes NPA. But this could become a non-financial reason
DCCO.
just because you have not started
And
your
if you want
project on time.
extension of DCCO before the, that means end of that repayment period starts, only you have to apply in advance 1 month, otherwise bankers will forget.
Yeah,
But
if-
if they don't do, you are gone.
Even if you are repaying the loan on time, but just because you have not achieved your DCCO, you can be having a technical reason for becoming NPA.
No, one addition I'll do. DCC extension is for non-infra is 1 year, infra is 2 years.
2 years.
Request for DCC extension should be prior to the expiry of DCCO.
And case to case, in case of project loan, it can be more also. Mr. Mohan, so Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, of course, you are funding against collateral. Are you funding under CGTMSE scheme?
Yes.
And under hybrid CGTMSE scheme?
Yes, yes.
If it is so, just explain about those schemes
Yes, sure,
in
sir.
brief.
Even under this TMB GST scheme, here under MSA scheme also, we are offering CGDMC scheme for up to 5 crores. And for as far as small loans like 10 lakhs means, we are not insisting even for collateral, and even it is not covered under CGDMC. CGDM is also covering. And if it is partly collateral security
Are you
cover means,
seriously giving under CGTMSE?
sure, yes, sir, yes. Then hybrid scheme means if the collateral coverage is
Up
not
to 5 crores, bankers can fund without collateral. Up to 5 crores. Now, as per Nirmala Sitar announcement, up to 100 crores for equipment loans, term loans. And in case if you want more than 5 crore with collateral and without collateral under hybrid scheme also, it can be like Idli Vada Sambar. So it can be done.
means if the collateral security is not
And
100%
now,
available,
we
the
should
balance
remember
amount can
earlier
be-
that premium, guarantee premium was very high. Now they have reduced substantially.
Yes.
CGTMSE loans also they are promoting now. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mahesh, now working capital assessment. Are you strictly go as per 20% norms, or what are your dynamic schemes under working capital loans?
Working capital, normally it is 20%, but one new scheme we are having, Union GST. Under GST, we can go up to 30% of the turnover also. So that is the beauty of the scheme.
In fact, when Nayak committee recommendation came, what was told was minimum 20%. So minimum 20%, so it can be more than 20% for sure. But I think the bankers also have to look, I mean, I also represent the borrowers, and I always tell that it should not be just based on turnover, but should be based on cash budget. Now, because the cash flow statement, because if we just give the turnover, maybe sometimes I may not need, or I may need it only for a particular project. So it should be cash budget based rather than just the turnover based. So turnover can be a benchmark, but cannot be everything.
I would like to consent with sir. Since he took the word turnover, immediately it came to my mind, because there are many other modes of assessment of the working capital. As sir said about cash budget and cash flow. So there are instances wherein the turnover is 10 crore and working capital also 10 crore. So many instances are there. So as far as for MSME's business is concerned, you should not be worried about whether I will get this limit or not. You should be worried about what kind of a business I am doing and what is my business cycle, how well I am getting my funds back. So you should be worried about that, and for that, bank is always there to support.
Okay. Mr. Shanta Prasad, see, when people run, sometimes they may fall. Once they fall, they may get fracture. Once they get fracture, you should not take them to graveyard. You should take them to hospital. Again, bandage, take some time, physiotherapy, then they become normal. Until then, if you have collateral, you will go for securitization. Not only you, all the many bank. Because why we should take risk? That is not fair. So that is, now recently there is a scheme for restructuring of loans. For MSMEs also has been, I think RBI circular has come. Can you just throw light on that restructuring schemes?
See, as per the master circular given by RBI, we can extend restructuring schemes based on the viability. We have to
and additional funding also.
Yes, additional.
Sometimes what happens, banks give restructuring, then if you don't give additional funding, you give oxygen. If you don't give food, oxygen will only can breathe.
We give, as per that scheme, there's a possibility of giving funded interest term loan also, which is holiday period for payment of interest.
Plus additional working capital.
Plus additional working capital, but that also will be based on a positive TEV report, Techno-Economic Viability Report. If the report says yes, it is viable, then we can proceed with that. And because that is most important, we have to...
But how, whether you have to make additional provisioning like
yes,
NPA?
Yes, we have to do additional...
Only 1 year?
1 year, but 1 year is called the performance period. If, and of course, we have to calculate something called as the sacrifice value, and we have to make provision for that also. That is a loss. The interest which we would have earned under normal circumstances and the interest which we are earning in the new scheme, the difference of that is called a sacrifice value. We have to make a provisioning for that. So that much of our profit which we would have earned from some other account, we have to keep it aside. So our existing profit also comes down. So we put a condition that 15% of that sacrifice value the promoter has to infuse as capital. That is something that is a must as per the master director direction issued by the Reserve Bank of India. And restructuring is possible.
Up to December, they have given time, no? Restructuring of the MSME loans up to December. I think in some cases up to March they have extended also. Yes. Please note, restructuring of the loans. Provided you have techno viability report and feasibility report should be there. After restructuring, you can become normal. Correct, no? Infusion of 15% of yes. Sacrifice value. Okay, excellent. You have brought lot of good things. Now, Mr. Hitendra, Canara Bank is very popular in funding contractors loan. You have different category of, see, I have seen in working capital assessment, turnover method, cash budget method, And this one, that is Tandon Committee report, that also is there. That is inventory holding method. But you have that contractors funding method also. Can you just explain how contractors funding you are doing?
Canara Bank, as I earlier told, they are having an array of products. We are having one scheme called Canara Contractor, where we are funding all government contractors, either they are mining, electrical, mechanical, constructions, anyone. And the beauty of the product is it's a SOD scheme with a nil margin. We don't ask any margin from you. And apart from nil margin, as I told, it's a SOD scheme, so collateral is must here. We are giving from Canara contractor from 25 lakh to 25 crore. Even we are funding term loan for contractor requirement for the machineries up till 10 crore, working capital tenable for 1 year, term loan up till 7 years, and we are non-fund based margin is standard margin 20%. Concession is there. One more beauty USP of the product is we are having inbuilt concession of 50% in processing charges. So minimum collateral requirement in Canara contractor is 50% by way of land and building. Vacant plot is not.
Your can trade scheme is still there?
No, can trade, that scheme is not there. It's merged with MSME
It was
Star.
excellent scheme.
It was an excellent scheme.
10% margin, no margin and all.
Yeah, but see, Canara contractor is there. Apart from that can trade scheme, we have merged that scheme with Canara Star. Only difference in Canara Star and can trade is that here you have to, DP calculation is there, you have to submit stock statement. Otherwise, I am telling you, our Canara Star is our best flagship scheme where we are giving all competitive rates, all competitive pricing, both Canara Star, Canara GST and Canara Contractor. All three are having equivalent concessions given to customers.
Now, Mr. Mohan, bankers nowadays, they want simplified thing, no headaches. Instead of making detailed appraisal, see, normally what happens, MSME need proper appraisal case-to-case basis.
Yes,
But
depending upon
here
the
you are pitching
activity.
more schematic lending, even in MSMEs. How it is correct? Why you are having more leaning towards that is schematic funding even for MSMEs? That is the question.
No, it is depending upon the customer's business activity and their nature of business and based on their accounting versions. For example, we are having a traders services scheme. It is exclusively for the retail traders, those who are not having a detailed audited balance sheet. So we are funding under TMP Traders and Services Scheme up to rupees 25 lakh without insisting audited financial statements. So here it is a schematic loan is useful for the customers. And second thing that the customers, those who are having GST, they can avail the lien based on the GST sales turnover. They are also not necessary to submit the detailed audited financial statements. So as far as this Vyabari scheme is concerned, those who are not in a manufacturing unit, they are having exclusive trading. So they are not able to submit the detailed stock statement on every month. So we are having separate scheme for that exclusive traders, those who are in retail, those that are not able to submit the statement. We are sanctioning loan in the form of overdraft, and they are not necessary to submit the periodical stock statement.
Up to what is the amount, maximum
25 lakhs, sir. And up to 1 crore also we are doing that. And that on the part of the, they need not submit the...
And cash budget method, some cases you do.
It means only for the contractors. Correct. And for software tech. That cash budget method. Okay. For those who are retail, those who are not able to maintain the accounts in a proper manner, that up to 25 lakhs, we are not insisting for audited financial statement like that.
Mr. Mahesh, what are all the government sponsored schemes you are doing, and what are all the benefits for the first generation entrepreneurs? Women entrepreneurs, you are forerunner and forefront, definitely. What are the government sponsored schemes? Can you quickly tell in a minute?
Yeah, within 1 minute, government sponsored scheme, two types. One is with subsidy, another one is without subsidy. So without subsidy, we start from giving 10,000 rupees, PM Swanidhi. That is the lowest 10,000 rupees. Then starts with Shishu, Kishore and Tarun. And now Tarun Plus. So 50,000, 2 lakhs, 10 lakhs and Tarun Plus is up to 20 lakhs. Then many schemes with subsidy are there. Subsidy, then CGTMSE up to 5 crores. Then coming to hybrid. These are all available for the first generation entrepreneurs. And also with subsidies. For example, some people, they don't have, means like margin money and all those
scheme
things.
up to 50% subsidy in Karnataka.
Yes.
35% from central government, 15% from state, prime minister, that is formalization of micro enterprises. All food industries, they can take on equipments up to 50% subsidy. Maximum 15 lakh subsidy, that means 30 lakhs loan. Correct, no?
Yeah.
That is available.
Yes.
PMEGP up to 50 lakhs and ladies, they will get up to 35% subsidy. In rural area, in urban area, 25%, general entrepreneur, 25% and 10%. And Mudra loan, 10 lakhs. Those who are successfully paid, it will be upgraded to 20 lakhs.
20 lakhs.
Correct, no?
Yes.
All these digital platform.
Yes.
Mudra loan you will not get simply because based on past turnover only, it will be sanctioned in online.
No,
So,
one is online. Offline for the first generation entrepreneurs, without the turnover also we can do.
okay, thank you. Now,
Sir, one thing, with regard to subsidy, I want to tell one thing, especially whenever entrepreneurs, no, they will come with an intention to take the subsidy amount to their pocket. So that is not good.
subsidy should
Only-
be byproduct.
Yes,
In
only
idli
if you
sambar,
have,
idli should be prime. Sambar
Yes.
should be not be the case.
yes, only you should have proper idea, innovation, and you should
Okay,
have proper thought
now
process.
our time is getting
Yeah.
over, and our forum, 2 to 3 questions, quickly you ask. Don't ask your personal problem. I went to manager, he didn't smile at me, or they didn't give me that. This personal issue you forget, and some burning issues. Anything in banking, please ask. Let us reply. Anyone? Please raise your hand. We will bring mic. Okay.
Before mic reaches the people, I will ask the question because I have the mic.
Okay.
Many people are facing CIBIL problem because there is a technical problem in payment of EMIs. One day delay or 2-day delay. So how to rectify because of technical delay? Whether CIBIL knows whether it is due to technical delay or willful 1 or 2 days delay in payment of EMI. How to address this issue? No. Second, attaching to this, there will be, these banks are chasing people for taking credit cards. Okay. And credit cards are taken and not used. Maybe 500 rupees charges or other thing, 1,000 rupees payments are being made and people don't pay that because they would have not used it. So those things are also reflecting in CIBIL and their score is getting depleted.
Itendra.
Guru Raj sir, in his financial discipline address has told this. You have to maintain a financial discipline. Now what happens, as you told, many banks are doing their drawdown on calendar due date, means 30th or 31st of the month. However, your term loan will be as per anniversary or 25th, 26th when you have taken a disbursement. So it's your responsibility. So ensure that your drawdown is scheduled along with your anniversary date or you get changed to calendar date. The second question answer is, yes, each and every, as Nayak sir initially told, everyone has done a sin in his earlier days. Initially, then
before writing Ramayana, Valmiki was also robber. But we consider Valmiki as a robber or Ramayana writer.
So our
you
bank
should not see his past. Present circumstance, present 3 years you have to see. In CIBIL, now 10 years back also is all Purana. So now I have passed CA. In my SSLC, if I am second class, why you are asking question that I am second class in SSLC, why?
But I will make it further clear to you, sir. If you are having a heavy due of even credit card more than 3 years, you have to clear it, get NOC. But small charges are there more than 3 years, we see, and we take a constructive decision. It's not that we'll say no, that you will not fund you.
Any question?
Sir, my question pertaining to, I am a trader. I import.
Loudly.
Sir, myself Murali. I am a trader for construction chemicals. I am getting a problem in I wanted to know regarding the supply chain finance and as well as invoice discounting.
Okay.
Since for my parent company, I am getting a credit for 90 days, but my customers, big customers, like BG Shirke, like URC, like big contractors, they are paying me on 150 days or 200 days. For that one, they will pay, on guarantee they will pay on that day. But I wanted to know how to tackle this.
Actually, Government of India is having a scheme called TREDS, wherein on the TREDS your invoice can be discounted. But now, earlier that turnover for the companies was 500 crores and those companies can be participated. Now it has been reduced to 250 crores. Any company with turnover of 250 crores, they can participate on the TREDS. And if that company accepting your bill, then we bankers are ready to discount it.
Sir, that trades is for 250 crores.
Now,
My turnover is...
Let us discuss now all these bankers. We have called them chief guest for award ceremony. They will wait.
Okay.
During that time, we will discuss. Now let us close the session. Anil Bharadwaj. Now on behalf of this Saraswat Chamber and MAHE, we should give a very big round of applause to all the bankers. And even though they are in spite of their busy schedule, they have made it. And now credit marketing has started. So if you are good, they will come to your doorsteps and they will give you very good terms. But one thing I will tell you, a lot of new generation private sector banks, they will give you lot of what you can say bonanza, stating that we will give at that rate, this rate. Just if they show lollipops, don't get carried away by that. And don't change the bank just for the sake of 0.25%, 0.5% interest. Stick to your wife only. Otherwise, you don't know how will be the new wife. That's all. Thank you very much. And to conclude, there is a saying in Sanskrit. To whom you should approach for the loan, to whom you should not. Re re chataka mitra savadhanamasa kshanam shruyatam. Ambodaha bahavai santi sarvepi naitadrishaha yam yam pashyasi tasya tasya purataha mabruhi dinam vachaha. The meaning is, Chataka, bird, it always prays for the rain. When it prays for the rain, then one advisor is there. He will tell, Chataka, don't pray with all the clouds. Don't waste your time. Don't give credit loan applications to all the banks and inquiry, then your CIBIL score will also come down if they make more and more inquiry in CIBIL inquiry. So you have to approach only such banks. Mitra savadhanamasa, take patience. Kshanam shruyatam, listen to me. Ambodaha bahavi santi sarvepi naitadrishaha. Many banks are there. Many banks have boards. They will tell that we will give that loan, this loan. But they will only show. Yam yam pashyasi tasya tasya purataha ma bruhi dinam vachaha. Don't go to all the banks and ask for loan. But here there are great bankers. They are ready to consider your applications. You should give the proposal to such people, those you entertain, and you should pray only such cloud which will give the rain. So with this small note, I would like to conclude this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, CSS Nayak sir. When we start listening to your words, it feels like we should always keep listening. It never ends. But time is lapsing. It's now time to honor all the bankers. We have Siddharth with us, the president of Saraswat Chamber. CA Gururaj Acharya. I request Siddharth sir to honor CA Gururaj Acharya. Mahesha J. DGM East Region Bangalore Union Bank of India. Mallareddy, AGM, MLP Head. Mr. Mallareddy, AGM. Union Bank of India. Mr. Hitendra Kumar, AGM MSME, AGM MSME Head, Canara Bank, Central Bangalore, Mr. Hitendra Kumar. Mr. V. Mohan, MSME Processing Hub Head, Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank. Mr. V. Mohan, MSME Processing Hub Head, Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank. Mr. Shanta Prasad, DGM SVC Bank. Mahesha J. Mr. Shanta Prasad, DGM SVC Bank. And Anup Shanai, AGM SVC Bank. Moderator, CASS Nayak. I request Siddharth to honor CASS Nayak, the moderator.